Okay, we're gonna see how this goes. It is qualifying time. We've already got practice in, 30-minute practice, and everyone's fairly close. Um, there's a few people 4 seconds off, but still, you know what? Show up and try. I don't know if this guy's a viewer. He has not joined. He has taken up a spot. I'm sorry if something came up for you, but I'm going to have to mark you as not allowed in the next one, just because that's one spot that got taken away from people. So I will maybe delete you out of the banned list if you come up with a good excuse, but for at least the next race, yeah, I don't want those spots taken. So, got 5-minute qualifying, and get out here, put a lap down, see what happens. I've went through and kind of let everyone know what I'm expecting out of the race. I think everyone knows that I am just wanting good, clean racing. Mistakes will happen because we're all new, but it should be fun. Sorry, I had an alarm going off on my phone. The track does not get cleaned, so we might have some dust build up, some rubber build up, but it's been getting cleaned off all practice long, and should be the best it's been. Although the sun is a little higher because it is now 9:30 in the morning.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
And as we advance through the races, you know, we'll advance through the day with a couple of jumps in the time between each session type. A little wide there, but that's okay. Haven't decided if keeping it tight there is beneficial or not. You can get away with cutting that, but I'm not too keen on doing that because I don't want to get a cutting course or a 1X or anything like that. I love this place. It's just a fun little track that no one knows about, really. And it's very easy in this car. Just stick it in third and go. We'll see if I can back up my lap time from practice.
One more lap. 53.921.
Decent start, and on pole right now. For now. Ooh, a little loose there. See, you gain some time through the first part of it. Now, I know that loose didn't help things, but you don't have that good exit, straighter exit, and you're turning more. Little throttle play, just trying to get the damn thing to turn. I was second quickest in practice, so I'm where I need to be at the moment. And we'll see if we can get a little more out of it. It's just gonna be a tiny bit more. We'll keep it in third all the way to the line, which is there. And we get a 53.8.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
So I think the track's actually slowed down a bit, but I also had a lot less fuel. Alright, looks like we lost one person there for a second. Let's see. Nope, it's not the person I thought. So, see qualifying right now. And who are we? Oh, that's the person that was beating me. So, they're going to have to... Did they fall out mid... Yeah, they haven't got a lap in. Oh, that sucks. Well, that is unfortunate. But we are in Heat 1, which means we'll just get to do a lot of watching until it's time for the main, if I qualify. And there is the lineup. Colton didn't get a lap in either. So everyone's getting loaded. I haven't went through and looked at everyone's schemes, so I'm hoping they're all appropriate. Looks like quite a few people got schemes. Fixed setups, don't need to worry about anything other than just not spinning out on corner entry. Don't want to do a Laguna. This is session best lap. And I hope we don't see a mess in our rearview mirror. So, 99 laps,
No tire changes allowed during
but
this race. Treat them right.
it's
and good luck.
it's a timed race, 6 minutes, and I don't know how the timing will work at the end, but we'll find out.
Green, green.
Well, we got a good start. We got a couple of people getting a bad start in the back. It looks like contact with one person. We can just take it nice and easy in here. Hopefully we don't see too many people spinning out. Looks like fairly clean other than the start, which we got a bunch of people that have never really done standing starts. And now we've got to just do our laps and not let Mark get too close to us. No mistakes. So it looks like we're going to be, well, since we can't really set these up for timed, it doesn't really work on the Racelabs to show how many laps we're possibly going to do, but it should be around 6 or 7. Looks like we do have a battle for the last transfer spot. They're fairly close to each other, so keep our eyes on that. Oh no, Mark. Mark just went from 2nd to at least 4th, and maybe 5th now. And he's going to be finding himself in an LCQ, and he's going to have to try to get a few spots back on this to get a better start for the LCQ. So there's 2 last chance qualifiers. Oh, we had another one go. Oh, don't join the spinners. So you're going to see a lot of mistakes. This is a rookie car, and there is a lot of us that, I mean, you can see a lot of D-class people. So Casey is in 2nd now, and the 94 Max is in 3rd. And I think he was 5th going into turn 1 last lap. So he's just got to hold on to it, not do anything stupid. We got a big lead here. Not really wanting to get curbs too much, but just ended up there. And it looks like a few people have fallen out or just exited out of the race, so I don't know if they got damage. But yeah, looks like a few people are in the pits. A lot of people are in the pits.
54.167.
We'll have to take a look and see what happened afterwards while the other race is getting lined up. So, you're always going to have, especially in these heat races we got 4 heat races, so the top 4 fastest people are in different heats, and then 5th fastest is in this heat. And unfortunately, he self-spun, so it's always going to be a bit of a spread. But quite a few people are going to transfer that I don't think we're planning on transferring. Oh, Max has dropped out. Justin has found himself back in 3rd.
53.786.
And where are we at? We're at 3 minutes and 48 seconds. I think the 6-minute heat is just the right amount of time. It's long enough to give people a chance to recover from a mistake, but short enough not to get too tedious. we've got a 6-second lead now. And Mark is back out there in 7th as a lap car. Just getting some laps in and maybe being able to pass some others that fell out of the race. And we got Madsen here, who is getting out of the way.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
He's trying to hold on to a 6th spot. That will help him start a little higher in his LCQ. We should either get the white flag or 2 to go here. Again, I don't know how the timed races with laps attached to it. Yep, white flag. All right. No mistakes.
2, 3, 5.
Hopefully everyone's being respectful back there as lap cars. And we'll come around and try not to make any mistakes. We got rookies and D class, and I'm probably one of the few A classes. I didn't even actually look at the license ratings for people before. We'll see that as we go. And there you have it. Fairly simple win there. I think if Mark had not spun out, would have had a little bit more of a challenge, but we'll walk away with that one. And let's just quickly look through that. See what all happened out there before the next one starts up. So let's go back to the start wreck. Oh, we had one guy rolling forward, and he then stopped, and then the red and white car had a bad getaway, didn't get away at all. And then a couple of people, and we're moving on to the next one. We'll try to go back and look at that, but we'll go live here so we don't miss these guys racing. And I should have set up some better cameras, but we'll use this.
Green, green, green.
There we go, and we get a cleaner start, it looks like. Everyone gets away just fine. Got another Pepsi car. And orange car goes off, and oh, they're all spinning in turn 1, and that is going to send some faster people to the LCQ, unless they can get back up here. Jim gets through that. He's up in 4th, and one mistake out of any of these 3, which there goes one. Jim's in the transfer spot now. Oh, and then that guy got to looking at a stopped car. Oh, it's a mess. I told you this would be interesting. Couple of broken cars. Everyone's trying to get going. That was a bit messy. I think people just got focused on looking at the cars that had wrecked and forgot about racing. So I need to get some closer cameras. We're going to work on that. Sorry, I should have had this set up a little better. We're going to zoom in. It's going to take a few laps to get set, but these cameras are way too wide. That's not what I wanted. Alright, so I just heard a spin, and that's Jim spinning out of 2nd place. I think that's going to drop him back to 3rd, and it's going to help Wesley maybe get back up there. So Tony up front in the 19, And then David in second now. And Jim is going to be in third, just trying to hold on to that spot. Wesley's trying to chase him down. As you can see, strength of field only 1,400, so you can tell what we're dealing with here. Jason's lost a few that lap, it looks like. Most of the people are outgoing, and Chuck rounding out the field of those still on track. So Jim is in third, and he's right about where he should be. He's ahead of a couple of people that are probably a little quicker than him. Oh, he goes a little wide there. You got to watch out. You can't have too much wheel in it and hit that dirt. It just, all the weight is on there. Even though there's not a whole lot of weight, it can do some damage. Logan at 1,900 iRating, trying to catch up and get back up there. He's going to have a decent starting spot in the LCQ if he doesn't make it up to Jim. And Trevor Olson is out there, so looking for closest battles. And not really too many right now, about a 2-second gap there. Jim is getting chased down. I think this is what we want to watch is can Wesley chase him down? We're just going to watch from this angle because all the TV cameras suck. Next race, I'll make sure that we got some decent TV cameras. Oh, a little wide. That's going to help Jim out. Gives Jim a little breathing room. Logan is going to be coming here now at Wesley, trying to give it the pass. And this is the passing zone, so that's about as good as you could ask for. And Wesley's going to hold on to the outside. Going to have the inside for 2. We got some decent racing going on here. They're giving each other room. Logan's able to get on it and go a little harder on the outside. And I think Wesley's just thinking, you know what? I will live, not lose a spot, or not lose too many spots by getting wrecked. And he knew Logan was a little quicker anyway. So now, can Jim hang on to this? How many laps did we end up doing in my race? Was it 6? Where are we at in this? We're at 5 minutes, so they're going to get white flag this time around. So we got some lap traffic here. Chuck is kind of in a bad spot to get lapped here. He's just got to hold a line. Leaders just got to be careful. They get around each other. That's good. Chuck did what he needed to. David's fine in second right now, and Jim has got about 3 seconds to work with. So we should get white flag this time. And Logan's going to have 1 lap to make up about 2.5 seconds if he keeps closing in at this rate. Is the pressure going to get to Jim? .3 seconds, 2.5. Should be white flag. Jim's a little wide there, but it seems like a few of the people are taking that wider line. Maybe it's something I don't know. Oh, that gap is closed up quite a bit. That doesn't look like 2.5 seconds to me. And David's kind of dropped back. I don't know if he had an issue. It should be checkered flag. Tony's got the checkered. Jim's going to hang on and get the 3rd position. All right. Top 3 from that. We've got Tony, David, and Jim. Everyone else going to the LCQs. And now we got the 3rd fastest heat. And Vinny Sansone. What are you doing here? I didn't even see your name. Got Broderick from the truck race that you'll see. We got Chad. He joined late there, I think. Derek said he's going to be a chicken streaker. And Alex did not show up. But here's what we want to watch. Fastest car in the session in practice. Is he going to survive? Second place is Spun. He gets around him. He's on the inside. He's going to take another spot and is only 1 spot away from transferring. Definitely going to transfer. And, oh, you got to watch out. A lot of rookies here. Oh, no, contact. And that takes out a couple of people there. And that is not what they needed. They needed a clean race, get up through the field without issue, and that is just set them back in a not very long race to get that transfer spot. And so what looked to be an easy win overall has turned into a much harder win, as right now it looks like, I'm not sure what position they're in right now. 6th place, going for 5th. A little fight back on the outside from Nathan. And holding on to it fairly easy. Just up ahead, though, we've got 2nd, 3rd, and 4th all battling. And Nathan isn't going to give this up. He's here to race. So while they're fighting over that, oh, we got one going wide there. That is Chad dropping out of a transfer spot into 4th. And now Harley has passed Nathan and will be going for 4th place, but still quite a ways away from Cale and Derek. Derek was starting dead last. I think it was Derek that said so, but yeah, I think Derek thought he was going to be a chicken streaker. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was somebody else. Nope, it was. Oh, and there we got the chicken. Although he was going fast, he wasn't going slow. So give that spot away. Chad is back in the transfer spot for now. Just off the heels of Cale. Chad's just being a little slow through the S's. And here comes Harley. Harley in the 8. Going to get a decent run off this final corner. A draft down the straightaway to the inside, and I'm not sure we're going to see a whole lot of fight from Chad here. I think he's a little out of his element at the moment. Not a modified. So Harley has now got into a transfer spot and may be able to get up to 2nd. Little wiggle there out of the 30. Broderick gone. 800 IR, just blasting away, not making mistakes, and has got a 7-second lead. But there's still a lot of battling to happen here for these 2nd through 5th place positions. Very wide there by Nathan, trying to get a run out of the corner. We're going to go to a wider cam just so we can kind of see all the battles. So, both of these cars are in a transfer position. You don't need to force something. You could end up taking yourself out of a transfer spot. That pass there, pretty dangerous, really risky, especially when that's where contact was made the last time a pass was done or attempted there. Oh, we got contact there. Chad's just, I think, checking up a little too much on entry, and you can full throttle that, and I think that's catching a few people out. So now Vinny is up to 4th, but long ways away from Kale, and we are nearing, I think we're 2 to go now. And yeah, 82, just checking out on the complete other side of the Infield Legends track. Kale's just taking it as he needs to, get to the main, and then that's where you are gonna be, that's what you're aiming for, is to get to the main and race. Vinny is going to be starting 2nd for an LCQ if he can hold on to this spot. And then a couple of people we haven't really seen too much. Garrett, Patrick was involved in that turn 1 wreck, and then Chad's dropped off after getting ran over, and Derek, after spinning out of 2nd place, all the way back in 8th. So, white flag here, final lap. And Broderick is going to hopefully not put a wheel off. Is getting chased down, but I assume that's because massive lead, no need to push it too hard, or might just be a little bit slower. A little bit of a tight entry there, but getting around the final corner, it's going to take the win. Starting 3rd for the main. Starting 6th for the main, Harley. And then starting 9th for the main is going to be Kale. Vinny will be starting 2nd. All right, so a little bit of contact, little bit of a rookie mistake there. It's going to happen. But, yeah, we got another race down. Now we move on to heat number 4. And look who's on the pole. Gavin. There we go. Just waiting for the paint scheme. I'm not sure about those red outlines, though. All right, so Gavin, Nathan Lloyd, Zach Robleski, sorry. Joe, we've seen him in Silver Crowns. John, Freddie Paulson's from Silver Crown. Brady Wagner, and Scott Ross, along with Joseph McCarthy and Ty Leclerc. Decent camera on the field as they start. Everyone gets away. A little bit of a slow start there by the green car. We're going to be 4 wide into turn 1, and I am sure that's going to work just perfectly. One of them backs out, and Gavin self-spins in the lead, and I think just tried to Alt F4 and nope, that was someone else popping out there. Gavin all the way to the back. That got everyone all messed up. And now we got another one spinning, and tires going, green car goes flying, and whew, it is a mess back here. And as we're watching that, sorry, I got it. Freddie's had a few moments there now. He's just been looking and trying to avoid things. It looks like Zach is missing a tire. Brady has went off. And Joe is amazingly not too far off the lead. But, what a mess. So, Gavin goes from 1st to 5th. And he has a couple of cars to pass here. It looks like Scott had a little issue in turn 1, maybe went wide, and he has lost some time. Gavin really being aggressive, trying to get time back. He's going to cut back. Oh, and the 2 cars in front of him go off in the dirt, and he gets 2 spots there. And Scott is going to go spinning. I seen that, Freddie. Freddie spinning in the background. Gavin is in transfer spot again. Ty has went from pretty much dead last, I think, or last row, up into second, and Nathan Lloyd has got the lead right now. So looking at this is actually one of the higher strength of fields. Like, everyone is fairly high up, except for Joseph, who's got a 100 iRating. Not quite sure how he's pulled that off. Oh, and Scott Ross goes for another spin, locking up the tires, maybe? How you doing back here, Freddie? Got a couple of spins on him. Can he get through turn 1? It was a couple of turn-ins, but he got it done without spinning there. Joe is in 5th. We've had a pass for the lead. Sorry for this camera work. And now Nathan is getting pressured by Gavin. Nathan puts a tire in the dirt through the last corner. Gavin's got back past him. Can Joe catch up to Lloyd? That's going to be the question. Did he go off? Did he get a little dirt on his tires? What caused that? But Ty going to take home the win if he holds on to it. Gavin's tried to do it the hard way by putting himself near dead last. He's using a bit more curb on entry, getting it turned. Don't really want to use it on the second bit. Stay off the curbs there because it can get slick. Joe's hanging on. 2.5 seconds back. Going a little wide there, getting a little dirt on the tires, but he's okay. And then back here we got McCarthy. And then Scott Ross, who's just kind of had a couple of moments. Wasn't expecting that out of. And looks like Freddie has went to the pits. We will be getting the 2 to go this time around. Ty has got a 7-second lead. Back here, it's still 2.5 seconds between Joe and Nathan. Wonder if I just go with a single camera, if that will be. Let me try to get. Let's go camera 2 and just. Sorry, like I said, I should have done this before the race, but now you get to see how to work the camera tools. Alright, so this will stop all the flicking around, and we'll just sit in one spot, be able to understand the gaps a little better. So 7.5 seconds, going to be getting the white flag this time around. We're not going to see it as a spectator. Gavin comes around, just coming off the corner as Ty gets to the line. And Joe dropping off just a bit, back to about 3 seconds back. There's Freddie. They all go into turn 1 just fine. Kind of gives you an idea of the size of this track. They've actually used the front stretch for Red Bull Air Race landing strip when they did the air races here. But Ty is going to come around and win the final heat. And then we're going to move on to LCQs. and find out who the final 6 are that are going to be joining us. Here we go. Checkered flag. Gavin's going to get second, and Nathan third. Joe is going to be starting second for the LCQ. And we got a couple more people fencing it. So, coming around, 30 seconds left for everyone to finish up. Having a battle for, well, no, they're not even on the same lap. Zach is going to end up getting 10th just because damage early on. And Brady's going to bring it home with a wobbly front tire, it looks like. It might not have been too fun of a drive. So who do we got in here? Who are our storylines? Vinny should be able to do okay. Chad, we've seen some luck in getting through the crashes. Colton should be quicker than I thought he was. Derek, we seen was quick but had an issue. So, yeah, we'll see. You just never know what's going to happen. Oh no, did the pole sitter leave? No, alright. Thought he might have left. He's just blinking out a bit. Everyone's lined up. They're ready to go. 8 minutes. Do they survive turn 1? I'm going to say no.
Green, green, green.
Decent starts. Got everyone going out wide. Now, where's the spin going to occur? Got a deeper dive by the black car. Everyone up front gets through. Hey, look, you give them a little more time, and I think they've all kind of figured out turn 1. Oh, we got contact Vinny once again in that area. And that is unfortunate. That takes him out of any chance of making the main unless some crazy stuff happens. Just a mistake there. Maybe someone braking a little later than they thought they needed to. Oh, we got contact now. Cars going everywhere. Not sure what caused that. Let's real quick take a look at it. And, oh, just a little hot, a little wide, and then a spin. Unfortunately, that grabs the green car. Then a couple other people spin in sympathy. Let's try to figure out who is in... Alright, so the 00 is almost in a transfer spot, but I'm also thinking about maybe a penalty for that massive contact, but we'll see. I don't want to be too cruel, but also, you know, Vinny just instantly, oh, we got some wide moves as we got a slower car there. I'm not sure. That was Kim having a moment and going from second to 5th. I think if we see another contact out of the 00, and we're going to have to penalize. Okay, being safe. Faster car got the inside, backed off. I'm okay with that. That made me less worried about his driving. So, Colton up in second. Max he was right on the edge of transferring. He has got the lead by quite a bit, and then Patrick is going to take over that third spot. Another wide turn by the 00 there. And then back here, Laura's trying to make up some spots. Chad's in 8th place now, or is this going to be 7th? 8th place. And then Garrett and Mark. Oh no, that was the green car that got tagged right on the last corner. So that turn 1 spin that he had on lap 2 in my heat race from 2nd place really comes back to haunt him, because he was in a transfer spot, but unfortunately someone else's mistake takes him out. We got a little battle for the lead. Colton getting some draft. We got some swaying, breaking the draft. Perfectly fine to do. And we got a little battle here as Nathan trying to hold off. Oh, we got a car going around. That is the leader. What happened there? I switched away at the wrong time. He goes wide, little loose, off into the pavement. Luckily, no one tags him. And that now puts Kim back into a transfer spot. Colton's got the lead, and Patrick's in 2nd, and Nathan still has a chance to come away with an A main spot, but has not looked as strong. I don't think there's any damage to his car. I don't think any nose damage would be affecting anything, and it was obviously a very solid hit with the nose. Oh, and there goes Kim around, and that is going to collect Colton, and he tried to get, or Nathan, sorry, he tried to get around, couldn't do so. Laura gets through. Max is back into the transfer spot. We've still got quite a few laps to go, and everyone is just trying to get themselves out of a transfer position. So now Nathan tries a little bit too hard, might have a little bit of damage, and is off the track. Coming back on. I mean, at this rate, you never know. Who knows? Mark could get back in if something really crazy happens. Front 2 are gone, but we thought that before, and the leader went off the course and is now in 3rd. So, final transfer spot. It's been switching back and forth, and Max has got more issues as he's losing some speed down the straightaway. Not sure if had an issue off the final turn, but Laura is now in that 3rd and final transfer position. And there's Mark. Mark is in 8th, just around there. Looks like Nathan has called it quits in the 00. But Laura's got a halfway decent lead, 1.5 seconds. And we haven't seen too many people be able to make up that much ground. And it should be 2 to go this time around. Little wide moment there by Ricky. Mark's gonna, or no, that's not Mark, that is Chad. Chad goes around the outside into the final turn. We've got the 00 in the pits. Laura keeps it flat and straight through turn 1. So no loss of position there. Mark's just not gaining. Might have a bit of damage from the wheel contact. Might have towed some stuff in. These two out here just don't even need to battle. They don't even need to worry about it. They just need to transfer. Doesn't matter who wins this one. Max, though, couple of mistakes, had this one wrapped up and then just started making mistakes. I'm not sure if there's damage. The car's towed in a weird way. Doesn't look like it. I don't think there's been any contact since his first spin. So we got white flag this time. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Laura? Is it going to be Kim? Or is it going to be a completely big surprise and someone outside of the top 4 transfers in? No need to watch that. We're just going to watch these two. And then if I see something happening on the standings, we'll jump up there. But I believe they both understand, get to the end, and transfer. Chad doing very well here, 4th place. It looks like Max has had another issue. And I'm not sure what is happening with him, but Laura coming around to take the checkered. And there you have it. We have our top 3 transfers. So that was a very interesting one. Didn't know who was going to get in there. But there you have it. No penalties. We'll see. Sometimes someone could have a black flag and then get moved to the end. But there we go. There's your top 3, Colton, Patrick, and Laura. And now we're moving on to the second one. Logan should walk away with this one. This should be the easiest race he's had. Wesley, we'll see if he can hold on to where he's been. Scott's got to pull it together. He had a couple of too many moments. And anyone in the back? I'm not sure. But let's go full screen. Take this down. Oh, Max just had 4 self-spins, it looks like. So everyone is getting lined up. It looks like we're missing one person still. Time is ticking down. Everyone's there. Oh, we got one rolling, though. That's a false start.
Green, green, green.
That might have been Chuck. Oh, bad start there on the second car on the inside. And it looks like Chuck has just pulled it off as he... Sorry, I just got to watch and make sure that you're not going to try to... I need to just get him off the track because I didn't know if he was heading straight for the front of the field or not, or if he had an issue with his stuff. Oh, there we go. We got our first contact, and that is Zach going around contact with John, and it looks like they are both damaged pretty bad. So, Logan, he's got Joe right on his tail. I think this is how they were in their heat race as well. And then we got one coming to the pits. That is Trevor Olson. Not sure what happened there. Sorry, I had to do some admin stuff. Just, I did not know what was going on with that car, and I didn't want them to go head on into the field, because that would ruin the whole point of this. Not sure that's what they were doing, but I think they got the false start and then weren't exiting out, and I couldn't risk it. You never know what people are going to do in these. Jason sitting here in 4th. Trying to track down Heath. Ahead of... No, it wasn't Zach that was in that. It was someone else. Sorry, I named the wrong person there. Freddie, I'm not laughing at you, buddy. You are trying. Thank you for showing up and trying something new. Jason was just talking about you. Goes around. Let's see what happened there. Was it a self-spin or was it contact? It was a self-spin. Little wide maybe. Gets up into the dirt. Throws a little dirt up and around. Gets back onto the track safely. So now it is... Yeah, Logan's walking away with this one. Joe's in 2nd, easy. All they got to do, not make a mistake. Heath, 800 iRating in a transfer spot, getting chased down by the 92, and then we've also got Wesley. Let's right on board. Pretty good line. Four and a half seconds behind the transfer spot. Leaders are out in the final turn. They're long gone. Little more speed through here. A lot of speed into that final turn. Kind of had to, I think might have had a little oh-shit moment there as it started to push wider and wider. Little puffs of smoke out of the exhaust. And the draft definitely helped, but I think Wesley might be a little quicker. They are closing in on Heath up there in the number 16. And this could be a very interesting race as they both get up there. 3 cars battling for the final spot into the A main. Oh, a little slowdown there. That was unnecessary. I think maybe he got confused on where he was. Or was worried that Zach was going to be a little slow, but they're definitely getting a little closer. Now, the track is probably a little hotter. It is noon. Gets very close there. Takes a look inside. Never a place that you want to try to pass. You're better off just waiting all the way around to turn 1. Get the draft. Track temp's 109. Not too terrible. Oh, big moment. And you know what? That's probably the best thing for Wesley. No more having to check up, slow down, or do anything like that. Let's go back to a TV camera. 2 seconds. I think it was 4 seconds when we started watching this. Back up front, nothing to talk about. Same thing we've seen. Only person they're close to is Scott, who we haven't seen his adventures this race, but appearing like there might have been a couple of spins. There's the gap go. 2 seconds. Oh, pushing it now through the S's as he doesn't have anyone in front of him. Who's it going to be? Which 800 I-rated driver is going to get in here? Or are they going to make contact as they battle and we get Jason in? Smooth through turn 1. Let's go back with the roll bar. Just easier to watch. 1.5 seconds now. And we're going to be getting white flag this time. This is shaping up to be the most dramatic finish yet. Oh, a little bit of dirt as he tries to push it through there. That's just giving away all of the time. All of the momentum. Going to get a little bit of draft. Are we going to get a little block here? Or not? They're both going to go into the corner side by side. Where are we at? They're side by side still. I should have went to a TV cam. They're still side by side. They're still side by side for the final transfer spot. Two 800 I-rated drivers battling it out here on the final lap. Little bit out in the dirt. Somehow saves it, doesn't lose it. Almost collected both of them. Heath is still in the lead. Wesley's trying to find a way around. And there's only one turn left now. They're going to come onto the straightaway. Wesley's got to run. But not enough. Heath is going to hang on to it. Heath is going to the main. That was awesome. I'm glad we had a close finish like that. That one little bobble there. And they were really clean and nice to each other through turn one. You know what? Let's go watch. Let's watch this since we kind of missed it. So they go in. They were both clean and you know, it could have been an easy pass. You could have easily thrown it in, but neither of them wanted to make contact. And then this moment here, a little loose and then a little wide and then just no drive. If he could have stayed to the outside, he would have had the inside and probably would have got that spot. All right. It's race time. Put the gloves back on. Try to remember how to drive. And we're on pole. Okay. Let's take a quick look at the lineup in this minute that we have. The 4 heat race winners, and then second, then third, and then Heath rounding out the field with Laura. It's going to be interesting. 15 minutes, 18 cars. There's going to be quite a bit of action going on behind us. We'll watch it all back. It looks like we're missing someone. Oh, jump start.
Green, green, green.
Broderick jump start. And then a slow start there. You're better off just, you know, going when the start happens. Oh, and we got second place spinning off. We've seen that so many times, and it continues to happen. I'm just taking it easy. I'm trying to remember how to drive because it's been so long. We got David right behind us, then Harley and Gavin. Harley's the one I'm worried about. I don't think we're going to be wearing the tires. David goes a little wide there, giving me a gap. Broderick's got to go in the pits, serve his penalty. We have a couple of people out. We'll see all that afterwards, see what happened. Harley is cleared, and now we got 2 seconds. And we got to try to hang on to that 2 seconds. Can't give up too much, but can't push it too hard and start screwing up. So it should be about a 16, 17 lap race. And knowing how many mistakes I can make on a road course as I get farther into a race, I'm not going to back off to make this better viewing. You got your racing to watch earlier. I want to go be in the lead as far away as I can. And we'll try to get faster as we go. Little looseness, almost got a cutting the course there. Gotta watch that transition. And climb the curbs and help it turn because the track's just a bit hotter, not giving me the same turn. We're gonna end up getting to lap traffic. Still 2.5 seconds, then 4.5 to Gavin.
54.17.
Ooh, missed shift. See, told you. That's the first missed downshift I've had here. So we lost a couple of tenths. Luckily I didn't loop it or go off. Forgot to turn this back on. I will do that on the straightaway. Sorry for the mouse on screen. Alright. Sorry, trying to look at the second monitor. There we go. Another 10th lost.
54.53.
Alright, let's put in some decent laps. Lap cars are still 19 seconds away, and I'm sure the 82 is going to be pulling away. Well, not pulling away, but not... He'll be passing people before we get to him. There he is, so long ways away. Almost looked like a wide moment for Harley, but we have kept it 2.1 seconds. Gavin has dropped off about a second now. Just starting to use a little more curb, use a little more track. Any advantage I can come up with. I already have a bit of an advantage because I've probably done more laps than anyone else has at this track in this race because I like to just run laps here with new cars. And I think most people didn't even know this existed, so me not winning this would be disappointing. We gained a 10th there. We're going to be down in the 53s.
53.854.
Just up on the curb. Luckily those little whiskers or whatever you want to call them aren't solid. So even if you do get a little too inside, it's not going to do anything. Get that curb to turn it. A little more curb to turn it. 10th up on our fastest. A wider exit. Not really a fan of it, but it was all about the same. 2.5 seconds. Hope everyone's having a good race in the back. Like I said, we'll go back and watch the highlights of it, the wrecks, and then see if we spot any close battles, good passes. Alright, falling off a bit, not as good of a lap. Not seeing too many slower people at the back. We do have Jim, who is now the trailing car at the tail end. Looks like he had to do a pit stop, or may have had damage. 2.4 seconds, so we lost a tenth there.
54.066.
Entering a little bit hotter. Keep it down low around here. Just getting a bit slower. But we're not losing a lot of time, although gonna lose a bit there as I enter that too hot. Actually, somehow we gained a bit of time on our lap. Oh, a little wide, almost put it in the dirt. 2.6 seconds, so we gained 2/10. Got Hoskins in the pits.
53.912.
Not sure if he's been there this whole time. Looks like we might only have 12 people or 13 people on the lead lap. So I'm assuming there was a self-spin or some contact into one of these that caused a bigger pile up. Here we go, we got some speed back and we're up to 3 seconds. I haven't seen any big patches of dirt, so that's good. All right, 2.9.
53.854.
Now, the next track that we're going to go to, because yes, I want to do another one of these, it's going to be Gateway, the Infield. But there is not a whole lot of braking zones. There's not a whole lot of off-throttle time. There's just essentially a couple of turns. And there is a big drafting zone when you get on the Roval part of the track. So I think we're going to see a lot different racing there, and could be interesting. Jim's going to move out of the way. Thank you, Jim.
.893.
So I think we're going to have a whole different situation on that track. A lot closer racing. This track really spread people out. I wasn't thinking that was going to happen, but we also do have a few, you know, rookies, and everyone's kind of spread out. But this is supposed to, you know, this is supposed to simulate a Formula V race, you know. Just a bunch of random scattered people showing up to run a race. And it's been fun. I've enjoyed watching it. I think we're not going to do it next week. I think we're going to do every other week.
54.12.
Because this is a longer race, with it being an hour and 10 minutes right now. And that eats up quite a bit of time. And that's... I know that I race more than that normally, but it's a little different. Running official. What the hell was that? Why did I do that? There you go. We got a race on our hands. I was sitting here doing my victory lap. That out of nowhere just started rotating on me. Way more than I was ready for. Is there excessive tire heat? Was there just some dirt there? Well, now they're in the draft. But as normal, we're 12 minutes into the race, and I'm starting to lose focus. So I'm going to shut up for a second and try to win this one. Because I don't want someone who didn't even qualify to beat me. That would make me feel bad. Well, they are quicker than me at the moment.
Left side, stay on the right, clear on the left. Car right.
I was waiting for a turn one overshoot.
Hold your line. Stay on the left.
Try to take a quick look at where they are.
Clear on the right.
Well, at least the race got more entertaining. Not the way I want it, though. I'd much rather have a nice boring race. They almost get out in the dirt. At least we got the draft. They're a little quicker than us through the final turn.
.185. The next car's the leader.
Try to force a mistake. I think they knew I wasn't gonna throw it in there. We're gonna be getting white flag. I think we're 2 to go right now. Wide. Climb the curb, help turn me. Making too many mistakes. They're shifting.
You just got the white flag. That means one more lap to go.
Well, we don't have a run. We're not going to have the draft, so we're going to have them screw up. But they're,
54.19.
I don't know what they're doing different, but they're shifting, doing something different there. Got a good run through there. I don't know if I need to go down. No, definitely don't need to go to second. Hang it out a little more. They got a little loose. We're going to cut back here, use a bunch of curb. Try to cut back. Not happening. They go wide. I've got nothing. We're not going to have a run. Jesus, I threw that one away. That's annoying.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
I can't believe I threw that away.
Good job. Very good job.
We had the gap, and I don't know what the hell happened. Oh, that one makes me mad. Can't even win my own event. All right, well, let's go through the whole race. Man, I'm so disappointed with that. It just started to go away on me a bit. We didn't have, like, we got to a 53.7. And then Then we started just losing a bit, and threw it away like an idiot. It's disappointing, but all right, let's go see what all happened out there. It's never good when we're still on the grid and it goes to the next incident. There's some contact here. No. Contact here. Nope. Oh my gosh. 4 or 5 wide. Oh, no way that... Yeah. Alright. Way too hot, Jim. And then what did we have happen with second place? Just a little wide. A little wide and a little fast. Because I went in there as smooth and slow as I could, 57. They're at 66, 62, and it just starts snapping. And cold tires, you just can't do that. So, Heath is back here, just expecting carnage, trying to stay out of it. Most everyone gets going away. Doesn't look like there was any damage. Logan from 5th, though, unfortunately, way back here now. And I don't know why it's not showing things, but we had a big mess. What happened up here? I didn't even see this in my rearview mirror. Okay, so we had Casey get loose and then go long ways out to try to save it, and then loose again because there's a lot of marbles there. You can see all the marbles built up now. And in comes Joe, and then we got Justin, and just a big old pile of cars, and still more to come. And unfortunate, but it happens. Lots of cars, and we eliminate quite a few people there. Jim's got a wobbly wheel. Gavin. Battle for second. Gavin's going to take advantage. Now stuck on the outside here. And that is David. David holds on to it, though. Gavin runs the higher line, trying to maybe set up something on the inside here, but doesn't work out there. Colton. Don't know why it's showing you. It's been kind of weird. Gavin on David here into turn 1. David backs off. Gavin goes in. Little too straight on the curbs there, but still able to get the spots. They're kind of both slow through that section after that. Logan gets through fine. He's got a lot of ground to make up. We got some battling going on here. It's really not showing incidents, so let's take a look. Heath falls back there. Logan's able to get that spot. We'll just kind of fast forward here because this looks like it's going to be the battle. So gets the pass made there. It's got a decent run on Justin. Not able to do anything there. Justin goes a little wide, but is able to get it turned back in. But Logan's got a massive run down the straightaway. Very late on pulling out there. That could easily hook someone. And gets the pass done, and then up ahead we've got Tony having another issue. And it's still not wanting to show actual incidents. Well, let's just go see what this idiot did on lap 13. Lucky 13 there. Missed the shift. Had to throw the clutch in once I got to the center of the corner. I just don't understand what happened. I just wasn't ready for it. It's that late race fatigue where my brain just stops concentrating. I just pitched it in. Yeah. I just pitch it in right here. A little too hard. Luckily I didn't loop it, but then there was nothing I could do from that point. And yeah, unfortunately, Patrick got up to third. I don't feel like he was close to third for a while. So he actually made a couple of passes here. Let's watch him, see what happened. Doing a good job of using up the track. Almost over rotates it like I did. Very good little cutback there. Is he gonna send it up here? Nope. He scares him off the line a little bit. Oh, he's going wide. Oh, he hangs on to it, though. That is a very tough one to catch. That is so tough to catch like that. Like, this is crazy hard to not just go spinning. And he did exactly what he needed to save it. But unfortunately, he ends up 8th in the race. So we kind of need to see what happens there. But Patrick is flying. And he's going to come up to Gavin. How's he going to get this pass done? Maybe the same way? Nope. He lost a bit of ground there. It's a lot longer. I thought it was really close when I was looking at who was ahead of him. And he just gets the pass on the outside. Gets the run. Gavin's probably just going to give up. Yep. Not give up, but no, he didn't. He was, and then Patrick was a little slow there on the outside line. Not sure where Gavin was going to be, but they raced clean. What happened to David? Is there contact here? Or does he go off? Oh. Oh. There was lots of contact. There was lots of contact. So big draft here. And he sees a couple of spots for the taking. He almost gets into him, then does get into the orange car there. And then they make some more contact. Little parts flying off. That sends him back. And David, very slow there, and Tony runs into another wheel, and then, yeah, a little too aggressive there. That was a lot of aggression. It's lap 11, but a little bit too much there. Close racing, hard to do. We're all rookies, but And then that drops David back a couple of spots, but he was going to lose those spots anyways. And there you go. So let's watch that final battle as I lose the race. I couldn't hang out on the outside here. I think my best bet was try to cut back, hope they overdrive the corner. They almost did. Could have been closer. They almost overdrove there, and then we were just trying to be on opposite bits of the track, trying to find any little advantage, and I just couldn't. I tried to slow it down a bit. Oh, they did get into the dirt there. Easily could have cut back across. I didn't have any more front grip. Couldn't do much. Just a little fake into one. Hardly knew that wasn't gonna happen. I'm assuming they're a viewer and they know I'm not that aggressive. But I nearly ran into him into the last corner, so I'm climbing curbs. I'm trying anything I can. Here we just got to reset, get the draft, get the white flag, try, regroup, try to get the win. Should have been an easy win just by having the lead we had. So we get a good run through there. We're going to take a shallower line through here. Gives us a good run. We both get a good rotation there. That was a little weak. I hit the corner too early. So then that hurt me a bit out of here. So I'm just at this point jumping curbs, trying to cut the track by a few meters. I throw it in hard here. Nothing there, though. I wasn't going to be able to make the move. Wasn't going to be able to draft in time up to the line. And second place. So disappointing, but I hope it was good. I hope it was a good watch. I hope you enjoyed it. I know there's going to be a few more ads in this. That just helps pay for things like these and be able to do more and more of them. But I think maybe every 2 weeks is a good balance. Just because there is a lot of sitting around and people can kind of get bored with that. But definitely as I thought it would be, but wasn't a complete cluster. It's not like oval racing where you're sitting under caution most of the time when there's mistakes. You just race on. Unfortunately, that makes things kind of brutal, but you know, you gotta balance it for fun and realism. And I think we got a decent balance here. Everyone's got 2 shots to make it to the main. Unfortunately, I think we're going to see a lot of lap 1 eliminations. It's just how it is, and there's no one that's very good in this. You know, we're all under 2,000 or 2,500 at least iRating. So, you know, we don't have a whole lot of speed. Might not have a whole lot of safety rating, but I think that was a good show. I think it was fun. Next one will be at Gateway, and I will post when I know for sure if I can do it 2 Thursdays from now. But yeah, there'll definitely be more info on it. I think I'm going to keep it at a 40 car field. because if you go to 50 cars or 60 cars, then you're either adding races or adding more cars into those races. And if you add more races, then there's more downtime for people, and that makes things drag on a bit. And if you add more cars, then there's more of a mess. So I think we'll just keep it at 40. It didn't fill up instantly. It took a while. Not very long, maybe 10 minutes. But I think 40 was a good balance. I think this format worked out really well. And we'll just continue to do it this way. Hour and a half video, and that's with me yapping for like 20 minutes after it. So yeah, I like how it went. So once I figure out when I can do it, it'll stay on Thursday nights, and it should be in 2 weeks, but things could come up with work, and I never know what can happen. So once we get a little closer, I'll give a week's notice, and we'll go from there. So hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, thanks for watching.